All right, 25 people. Why is the number changing suddenly? All right, can you hear me? Am I audible? If yes, please hit the thumbs up. Don't write. How many thumbs up? 25 people. Only one thumbs up. Only one can hear me, it seems. All right. Thumbs up, not here, there. Okay, I see. Two people can hear me now. That's not too bad. All right. Okay, five people. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you back after a long period of time. Let's see who is here. PI. What is your name? I'm wondering. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Anil Kumarji Singh. Namaskar. Namaskar. Shraddha Hazarika, hello sir from Delhi. How are you doing? I'm very good, Shraddha. I hope you are doing fine too. Ishu ji is saying hello. Is it a good time to move to Pune? Move to Pune. Move to or travel? Well, it depends on your chart, I would say. Sister Rocks TU. Hi, Pratyush Kumar ji is here. Shiv Kumar ji is here. All right, thumbs up. Kanika ji is saying thumbs up. Shraddha is saying thumbs up. Puni 24 Khatri ji is saying thumbs up. All right, thumbs up, thumbs up. Sanjeev Saxena ji is from Gwalior MP. All right, that's great. Please also write your name and from where you are joining. I would love to see that. Kanika ji is saying thumbs up. Thank you. Priyanka ji is saying hello. Shiv Kumar ji is saying from Ireland. Oh, that's great. Sham S. Just saying you look like young Malayalam Singh Yadav, a UP politician. Mulayam Singh Yadav. Okay. Thank you for the comparison. I like to see it. Umaji is saying hi from Pune. All right. So now, why are we going live today? 39 people here. So, as you know, it's not something that you are unaware of. I'm sure you already know the craziness which is going on in India, especially in the last how many weeks, especially last 2 3 weeks. It has been totally crazy. Okay, so we saw in April what happened. On 7th of April, I had sent an alarm to my audience in Instagram and YouTube, especially about a bad period which Prime Minister Modi is currently running. So this is from 13th of April this year till 24th of June this year. So another 10 days from now. So this period is a very bad period which he's running, and because he is the leader of the country, this will also impact citizens and this will impact law and order problems. And especially in the month of April, there was some problem in the chart of the defense minister, Sri Rajnath Singh ji. That is why I also said border states. But now, from 26th, 27th of May this year, which is in between this bad period of the prime minister, from 27 May, the home minister also has a bad period. And this is unfortunately going to go on. Let me see till what time. Yeah, I mean, it's there almost till, September or October. Okay. But the major period of the prime minister, that is what matters. I mean, the major period that matters is from the prime minister's chart, and that is luckily getting over in another 10 days. But yes, I understand we are still far from it. All right. So So in between, we saw what happened. This period started with a bang in with violence in West Bengal against the Hindus, and then it started with the terror attack against Hindus again in Pahalgam, gunned down by radical Islamists from Pakistan who checked their pants and gunned them down. Whoever could not recite the Kalma, right? And then there was Operation Sindoor, and then of course President Trump declared that he did ceasefire and all this. So it was like it could have been more, but it was not. Okay, and then of course things were settling down a bit in the month of May. But then again, we saw on 12th this dangerous crash happened of the Air India flight. It was terrible. So because of this, what happened is around, yeah, 241 people in the flight, they lost their lives. I don't know about the crew members, and I also don't know about the exact count of the people who died in the building where the plane had hit. I heard it was a medical hostel. Okay, if I'm wrong, you can correct me, but this is what I've heard. And then we also saw the bad stampede which happened in Bengaluru. Okay, I was in my trip, so I am not at all aware of what happened, but I heard a lot of people died there, unfortunately. And then there was this craziness today morning also, like this near to in Uttarakhand, near Kedarnath temple. There was a chopper which got destroyed, and seven people lost their lives. Right, so very bad, unfortunate events. And then today, if that was not all, today I we also got the news that a bridge crashed in Pune, and as per the latest update, at least 30 people are missing, and six of them have already died. This is the update from 2 hours back. I don't know what's the latest update. You can, if somebody knows, somebody is from Pune, you can post the latest updates. But yeah, bad. Okay, very bad. And then also, I saw there was some news coming out from Manali. Okay, that was also very bad. There was one lady who fell down from 30 meters, I guess. So all this madness is going on, unfortunately. Now, I'm very happy to see many of you in Instagram. You have approached me and you have said that you had travel plans, but you cancelled it by seeing my videos. So, if by my videos, if at least one person also, even if one person is saved, then I consider my life to be successful. Of course, if it was in my capacity, I would love that every person would see the videos and they would get benefited. But of course, when karma is there, you will be in that situation, and yeah, unfortunate things will happen. So, prayers to all those who have lost their lives. I'm very sure they must have attained a higher destination depending on their actions in this lifetime. And also, sincere prayers to the family members and the closed ones, the loved ones of the people, because the ones who left have left already. They cannot come back. But the ones who remain, they are the ones who will have to stay with this pain of suffering, which is the greatest pain that any human being can experience. The pain of suffering. Okay, there is no pain bigger than the pain of suffering of the people that you love. That is like it stays with you for a lifetime or even more, right? And we have seen so many reports. There was one family, the lady was a doctor, I guess. The entire family, like, three kids and the husband, wife, they left. And so many other examples we have seen. We have also seen two miracles. One is that Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, as it is, that remained almost as it is in the plane, in the crash. And of course, one person survived. Seat number 11A. And of course, one lady missed her flight, and because of that she thanked Shri Ganesh. Okay, so these are the only three good things that have happened, and apart from that everything else is not nice. Okay, so therefore many of you have asked me, and of course there's this thing going on about Israel and Iran. The conflict started on 13th. uh, like today is 15, so 2 days back Israel had attacked Iran. And of course, I'll not go into the history of the war, what happened, who did what. So that's for the analysts in the political spectrum to discuss. But from my side, uh, when I have looked at the horoscope of Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, I saw that till 12th of July, he will do exceptionally good, or rather reasonably good. You could say very good, excellent, exceptional, but very good, I would say. And from 12th of July to 22nd of September, also he will do good, but that will come with a lot of bloodshed and troubles. Okay, and of course, uh, this means if the war continues and ends before 12th of July, which is quite far, like you almost have 3.5 weeks, almost a month actually. And if the war ends before that, then Israel is likely to be either victorious or have the upper edge. Okay, or at least it will have militarily it will do better than Iran. Okay, now of course, for this you also have to analyze the horoscopes of the supreme leader of Iran and the army generals, but uh, that is not possible for me because I do not have the details. But I have done some analysis of their date of birth, and it does not seem to be the best. So if I compare both the leader of Iran and the leader of Israel, then I see Israel will do relatively better. Okay, but of course that does not mean the victory. If at all there is victory for Israel, it will be very easy, or it will just come out of nowhere. No, it does not show that. It shows there's a lot of information warfare which will go on against Israel, and yeah, against Iran too, but especially against Israel. A lot of fake news can be spread. Okay, so Israelis and the government of Israel, Mossad, and what is that? IDF. They have to take care. Okay, and yes, prayers to all those who have lost their lives unfortunately in this conflict, and who will unfortunately may also lose their lives in the upcoming weeks. Okay, so yes, please take precautions. And I also said that if any of you have been impacted directly by the crisis in Pahalgam, or the Air India crash, some near and dear one, somebody passed, and you want some help from me, then please send me an email. um, and I'll try my best to give you any astrological inputs from your horoscope. But of course, please use this, because I will do this 100% free as a service to all of you and to anybody. Doesn't matter, they like astrology, they believe in astrology, or they are subscribers of exotic astrology, or they like me, they dislike me. It doesn't matter for me, because it's a human crisis, and these things happen, right? Unfortunately, as uh, the material world, as Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, dukhalayam ashashvatam. Krishna says, right, the material world is a place of misery, and janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanu darshanam. This is what the scriptures also say: janma mrityu jara vyadi, birth, old age, disease, death. These four are inevitable in the material world, and they are, yeah, they are like the primeval, like the fundamental characteristics that you will take birth is also a miserable activity, because imagine you are dragged through a very narrow passage, the place from which there are not nice things come out, right, from the place where you take birth. And then there is old age, right? We have seen how miserable people become when they are old. Okay, Body doesn't work, the brain does not work, nothing works. They are irritated, moody, cranky, and they are unhappy basically. And disease, we have seen how we behave when we are diseased, right? Nothing appears to be good, because they say when you don't have a health problem, you may have so many problems. But the moment you have a health problem, you just have one problem. That's it. No more problems, right? And then there is death, as scriptures explain. At the moment of death, there are, um, yeah, 40,000 scorpion bites. That is the pain that you experience when the soul leaves the body. Okay. Now, the soul does not get the pain, but and the body is already dead by default. So, who is experiencing the pain? So, because the soul identifies with the body, that is why the pain is there. So some texts refer to 10,000 scorpion bites, some say 40,000, but nonetheless, it's irrelevant, because imagine how painful it is to have one scorpion bite, and imagine 40,000 scorpions biting you simultaneously, or even 10,000, or even 100 scorpions biting you in all parts of the body. Just imagine how miserable it is, right? So therefore, yes, indeed, it's a very precarious situation in the material world. And many of you have asked me so many questions, especially in Instagram DMs, about what has happened, like, why this happened, why did God not protect the people who were in the flight, why did God not protect the victims of the terrorist attack. So, well, see, we have to understand God is there, but at the same time, our karma is also there. I'm not saying God is below our karma. I'm not saying we are superior. Our karma is superior to God's will. I'm not saying that. But in general, if something is there in our destiny, uh, that happens, okay, and that happens by will of God. But of course, that does not mean anybody has the right to justify, like I cannot take a gun and shoot somebody and say, oh, this is in your destiny, so I'll shoot you. No, you can't do that. If you do that, you will get karma, okay. But yes, birth, marriage, and death, these three things, as they say, these are like a person is born by writing all these things, in their, what do they say, this forehead or the palm, right? So this is something which we cannot judge. And of course, at times we see a lot of things happen even to good people, right? Like, for example, we have the example of Abhimanyu in the Kurukshetra war. The Abhimanyu was a very, very, very extraordinary warrior. He was like the best of the best of the best, equally good as Arjun, his most illustrious father, or even sometimes it is said, he was better than his father. And today is Father's Day, right? But we saw what happened. He was brutally massacred by seven Maharathis together, and at the end, Dushasan's son Durjay, he went and uh, yeah, with the mace, the gada, he ripped off Abhimanyu's head, and he left this world. And then, of course, Yudhishthir Maharaj was very disappointed because he could not protect Abhimanyu, and he had, as a king and as an elder brother, it was his responsibility to protect anybody, right? And then Maharishi Vyas, who is the author of all the Vedic literatures in literal sense, like, he literally wrote the things down for the people of Kali. He's one of the Shaktavesh avatars of Lord Vishnu also. So he came and he had to console Yudhishthir Maharaj. So he explained, why this happened, what happened, and he said Abhimanyu has attained a higher destination. So if somebody has lost any close member and you are watching this, let me tell you, I'm not here to give you a philosophical speech. I understand the pain is very severe, and maybe it will take you a lifetime to recover from this. I'm not denying this. I'm not saying that, oh, go and chant mantras, this will happen, that will happen. Of course, you have to do. If your relative who passed away was, if you are from a Hindu family, then it is expected you do the pindadan and, shrad and all these things. You have to do all this, but please understand, this is a human crisis, and death is a reality of the material world. We cannot, we can do nothing actually, because the proverb goes, right, as sure as death. So death will come to everybody. It will come to you, to me, to everybody else, right? So death is inevitable, but what what we do in our entire life, that will decide our final destination. So for example, if if you lead your life in a very good way, you are very spiritual, and you do spiritual practices, then as Krishna says in the Gita, right, antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. So at the end of life, you will think of Krishna and you will go back to him. And Krishna says in the Gita, yad gatvan anivartante tad dhama paramam mama. One who reaches my abode does not come back. Okay. Or if you indulge in sinful habits, like you are taking alcohol, you are killing animals and eating meat, or if not killing, you are buying animal meat and you are eating. You are indulging in illicit sex, which means you are indulging in premarital sex, or you are married and you are indulging in extramarital affair. Or and the fourth one is, of course, gambling. You are gambling your money somewhere, or you are speaking lies. If you are doing all these things, the four pillars of sin, then you are heading in for a very difficult period, difficult moment at the time of death, and also after, later on also. Okay. So therefore, we should try to be good to others, and we should try to be good to ourselves also, and also do spiritual practices, and cultivate spiritual wisdom within us. By that, we become gradually detached, and then by that we can go back to the spiritual world in this lifetime itself. Okay. So therefore, death is a brutal reality of the material world, and that always comes in some form or the other. Okay. But everybody has a different consciousness. Everybody has, during the time of death, everybody is in a different state of mind, right? And depending on that state, your next destination will be decided. So for example, if somebody is too attached to their family members, they may take rebirth in their family itself. Okay. They may not take rebirth as another human. They may take birth as some insect or some animal also nearby. Okay. As they say, there was a person who was very much attached to his home, and then after his death, he took birth as a snake, and then the snake was living around the house because he was very attached to his house. But then what happened? His family members, his own sons and grandsons, they took a stick and um, they killed him because it was a snake. Okay. So therefore, that's how it happens. So that is how material nature decides who to go, who to take where. Okay. So depending on your consciousness and your karmas, your pious merits and your sins, it will be decided where you go. But at the end, as I said, again, I'll reiterate, this is a human crisis. So we can get a philosophical understanding, and that's also required. But that does not mean we should only take that. Basically what I'm trying to say is, if somebody has lost their life, if some near and dear one, then it is not a very good proposition to just go and give them lecture about what Gita says here, Gita says there. So yes, you can do that, but please do it within limits, and most importantly, sympathize with that person, empathize with that person, give your uh, yeah give your time to that person. Okay. So because philosophy will always be there, but at the hour of grief, nobody likes to hear what some scriptures say, right? So yeah, this is how it works. All right. So I see many people are here. Welcome to Exotic Astrology Live. Let me see who else is there. Please let me know your name and from where you are joining. I see 70 people are here. Very happy to see so many people. Okay, you look like Mulayam Singh Yadav, UP politician. I left it there. Shyamji, thank you. Uma K. Gadgil is saying hi from Pune. Thank you, Umaji, for joining from Pune. Babli Pramanik, please do let us know if there are any chances of earthquakes as well. Well, my knowledge of astrology is a bit person centric. Like I can make predictions by seeing at the leaders' horoscopes, but as of now, I do not have sufficient knowledge, or rather, I do not have the knowledge at all to predict, like, earthquake, tsunami, or all these things. But by seeing the leaders' chart, I can make predictions the way I have made in the last 1 year. So maybe sometime in the future, I will also learn how to make these predictions about earthquakes. Dear Diamond, hello sir, big fan. Thank you so much, dear Diamond. Indian scholar Debayan, England. Thank you for joining from England. Uh, Balance 360 with Mateja. Mateja from Slovenia. Thank you so much, Mateja ji. PIG is saying hello from Mumbai. Great. Kanika ji is from Gurgaon. Uh, Anil Kumar ji is from Mysore. That's great. I heard there was some controversy related to Mysore Park also. Which is very astonishing because this happened the day my relatives had come from India on 23rd of May, and my cousin had brought some Mysore Pak for me from Hyderabad. And I posted a photo, and people were like, "No, no, it's not Pak, it's something else." And I was like, "Wow, it's the same day I got this. There's something going on. I'm not very aware of what it is, but I know there was something." PS Shijaji, thumbs up, thank you. Sanjeev Saxena ji, well, uh, please do not give your birth details like this in open. It's not good. I have said many, many times. I'll just repeat it again. Okay, please. I will. I will remove this for your security, Sanjeev ji. Priyanka ji is saying yes. Pranami Goswami is saying hi from Dibrugarh, Assam. Thank you for joining, Pranami Goswami ji. Suman Adok is saying Pranam. Makar Sankranti is about to end in a month. Makar Sankranti is about to end. Naman, if all this happening is God's day, what will happen at night? Dakshinayan. Ah, okay, you are saying Uttarayan is about to end. Okay, I get it, I get it. See, well, I won't go into generic stuff, but for India, I can say till 24th of June is a bad period. So if we be a bit specific, then it will be good. Okay. Finding answers A to Q, sir. Please comment on stock market. So stock market, I have already predicted that till September 2027 it will go up. Yeah, so it will go up, and India will most likely become world's third largest economy till 17th of September 2027. So another 2 years from now. Love is asking, will Modi will be safe in Canada? Well, his Mahadasha Antardasha does not show there is any danger to his life. But yeah, the Pratyantar is a bit problematic. So he should be careful in Canada. As I already made the post, there could be some danger to his life. Okay. I don't think there will be such a big danger, but yeah, there could be some danger. Okay. So you should take care. Vishal R. Bhatt is saying, Namaste, sir. Remedy for getting a job. Please go to YouTube and type Exotic Astrology 6 weeks money remedy. You will see a video from 2017, and please do that. Okay, that will help you to find a job, Vishalji. All the best. Okay, then my PS video. I don't know what your name is. Yes, in Pune, bridge crashed. Oh, that's very unfortunate. You are from Pune. I hope you are safe. My art and craft channel is asking, जय श्री कृष्ण सर, सोनम केस में एमपी बदनाम हो रहा है जबकि वो बाहर से आए लोग और लड़कियों को भी कमेंट मिल रहे हैं, कुछ बताएं। आई एम नॉट अवेयर, मुझे पता नहीं क्या सोनम केस है ये। आप थोड़ा, मे बी मैं थोड़ा देख के आपको बता सकता हूँ कभी, बट आई एम सॉरी, मुझे कुछ पता नहीं ये क्या, कौन सोना में क्या हो रहा है, मुझे पता नहीं, सॉरी। Priyanka ji has retracted her message again. Then Shiv Shakti ji is here. Good to see you. Me too from Pune. Okay, I see you are also from Pune. The world is in a state of chaos. Yes, unfortunately. Saurabh Das ji is saying one of my favorite astrologers. Thank you so much, Saurabh ji. I am delighted to hear that. YouTube hero, what about the possibility of war between China and Taiwan? I will make a video on Donald Trump and Xi Jinping very soon. So please wait till then. Okay, there is something going on in China, or something will go on. So please wait for that YouTube hero. Ashwati Thomas. Ashwati ji is saying, watching from Bangalore. Okay, I live just 8 minutes from the stadium. Oh, but stayed away because of the chaos that always ensures ensues during matches. Okay, it was plain common sense. Everything was super rushed and unsafe. Yeah, this is terrible. I have been warning from so long, almost like 2 months. 7th April I made the video. I wish many people would have watched the video. Only 3 to 4 thousand people have watched it. That's very unfortunate. If I make a video on 12 ascendant, 12 signs, it gets like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. But the main video, that should have got like 100 million views. But I guess that's how it was supposed to happen. But Ashwati ji, thank you for sharing this, and good to know you are safe and you made the right choice not to go there. So thumbs up for you. Then, yeah, we burn stuff. Antonia in London. Okay, that's great. I plan to visit London sometime next year, hopefully, God willing. Let's see. Anju V ji saying Radhe Radhe Hare Krishna. Anju from Bangalore. Thank you for joining, Anju ji. Yeah, we burn stuff. Thank you for sharing information. Welcome. Uma ji saying Jai Shri Krishna. And Subhash Kurup ji is from Dubai. Oh, that's great. I hope everything is fine in Dubai. Then Jane Vedi is saying hello from Latvia. Hello. Thank you for all the knowledge. Umaji, nobody is saying hello, sir. Nobody. What's your name, Mr. Nobody? Jan is saying, what about Gemini, Ascendant, Scorpion, Moon relation? I will make these videos very soon. Nobody is asking, can Lagna Lord in affliction in its own sign? Can Lagna Lord in affliction in its own sign? Affliction only happens when it is conjunct a malefic or aspected by a malefic. It does not depend on the sign. Okay, affliction can be anywhere. Even if a planet is exalted, it can be afflicted. Or even if it is a known sign, debility, or friend sign, enemy sign, debility, detriment, mool trikon, it can be there. Okay, okay. Rag R is saying, do natal Mars, Ketu, 8th house people have more to be careful? Yes, if the chart is problematic, the care should be more. Okay. Jyoti Yadav is saying, some astrologer is saying avoid traveling till 28th of July. Well, many astrologers are giving different dates. So my date is till 24th of June. It is extremely bad. So at least for the next 10 days, you should avoid. And then after 24th of June, you will have to wait and see, like 28th July. So that's another 4.5 weeks. So you will have to see how the situation is. But as I said, for Home Minister Amit Shah, there is still problem till October, or rather, end of September, I would say. So be careful. That's the thing. Indian scholar is asking, Sonam case is about the breach to orchestrated murder of her husband. It's a popular news in India. Is it related to Meghalaya? I heard some case that the lady killed her husband, and the blame was put on the people of Meghalaya. If that is there, uh, yeah, I don't know. Let's see what happens, but I'm not very aware of it. I'm sorry for that. Sonam Raghuvanshi is a honeymoon murder case happened in Shillong. Okay, okay, I got it. Wife killed the husband for beer. So yeah, that's unfortunate. As Kali Yuga is progressing, you will see all these things happening. Mothers will be killing their children, fathers will be destroying their son, daughter, like wife will destroy the husband, husband will destroy the wife. It's very bad. As the Srimad Bhagavatam 12th canto says, as Kali Yuga progresses, marriage will only be done on the basis of sex life. Okay, so how much sexually attractive a person is, and how much sexually a person can please me, on the basis of that and only that I will marry somebody. Okay, this is unfortunate, but this is a trait of Kali Yuga. Everything else will be ignored, and yeah, sex life will be the only consideration. Yeah, we burn stuff is saying you will be very welcome here in West London. Thank you so much. Ven is saying hello, sir. Hello, Venji. Santani Bhattacharya, hello, sir. Is time after 25th June is favorable for traveling to western part of India? Well, I would say it is relatively more favorable, but yeah, please take care, okay? And if you are going to border states, you can go, but be careful. That is all I will say. Anju VG is asking, does D3 chart shows promise for marriage? Thank you. Well, overall chart, D1, D9, D60, every chart is important, and dashas and transits also. Okay, so don't just see from one chart. Benji is saying, please say hello. Okay, hello. I don't know if it's to me or somebody else. All right, Manoj Kumar Gupta ji, whether the property rates will come down in the future? I don't think so, honestly. I absolutely don't think so. I think property rates will go up on the contrary. And yeah, this is what I think will happen, including the stock market. Rashmi Singh ji is saying, India stay united, trust your government and help each other out. Prayers for all. Yes, that's great, Lakshmi. That's a very good attitude. All right, the last comment, Subhash Kurubji. Any clues when Iran Israel war will end? Will India Pakistan war will happen again? So I cannot predict when this will end, but I can, by seeing the leaders' charts, I can tell you when. I mean, in the upcoming periods, who has a better time. So till 12th of July, Israel definitely has upper edge. And many of you have asked me, but yesterday there was a lot of bombing going on in Israel and a lot of problems. Well, let us see, like I said, 12 July, so let's not rush. It is only 15 June now, all right? And India Pakistan war, well, that is also something I cannot say when it will happen. But in case, but as I said, on 7th April, if the Prime Minister's period is bad, uh, there will be a problem, okay? But there is another problematic period which the Prime Minister will have this year, which will go for around 32 days. I will make the video for that period. So during that period, there could be some problem there. Okay, there could be some problem. But now, after 24th of June, I can categorically predict. This is a story which I had put in Instagram also. If after 24th June 2025 there is some terrorist attack again done by Pakistan, then it will be split into thousands and thousands of pieces, or it will cease to exist. Okay. So therefore, uh, I I I don't know if there will be an attack, but after 24th of June, if there's an attack, then I don't know what will happen to Pakistan. Okay. All right. Rams ji is saying, I've been trying to reach you for consultation related to various aspects and not restricted only to career or marriage. And you said you will mail me. I haven't received any mail from you. Could you please send me a mail once again, Ramsji, please, at exoticastrology@gmail.com. I would really appreciate that. You can write to me, you want a consultation regarding what, and I will respond accordingly. Okay. Sunil Dr. Bandi is saying good night, Babaji ji. Thank you so much. Wish you a good night, sir. Thank you for saying hello. Sir, can you do prediction for Trump? He's saying one thing and doing completely opposite. So from yesterday, Donald Trump's birthday, 14 June 2025, up till one more year, 14 June 2026, I see it is a difficult period for him. He may face humiliation, or there could be a lot of difficulties, challenges, and all this. Okay, so it's not a good year for him, unfortunately. All right. Thanks for the advice. Manoj Kumar Gupta ji is saying, Sunil ji is saying, you are smarter physically and mentally. Thank you so much. All right. So almost 40 minutes, 65 people here. 69, 47 people have given the thumbs up. All right. Thank you so much. It was a great pleasure talking to all of you, coming live after a month almost. And yes, I will be more regular in YouTube now, and also in Instagram, and also in X, which is formerly known as Twitter. So please subscribe to Exotic Astrology if you haven't, and please follow Instagram, and also please follow the page in X. Okay, I'm sure you will find the handle somewhere. You can type Exotic Astrology and you will get more updates via LinkedIn also, and Instagram, and also X.com. All right. Thank you so much. Great pleasure meeting all of you. And before I leave, and before you leave, for all Indians, the period for next 10 days is bad. Yes, please exercise caution and do not visit border states. And if you are visiting, then please be very careful. Do not go to big gatherings, and don't go to areas where there is trouble, religious trouble, ethnic trouble, caste trouble, language trouble, this trouble, that trouble, material world. In the material world, you just need an excuse for trouble, because it's by default a place of trouble. So troubles are always there, and if anything suspicious is found, report to the authorities, and do your best and help everybody else. Don't be too critical on others, and also on yourself. All right. Thank you so much. One last question somebody has asked: can you please make a video on placement that would suggest a bad driver to avoid potential vehicle accidents? Well, I would say, if from the horoscope, if of course, if the lagna 8th and the 12th are very prominent, then there could be problems. And in the date of birth, if too many nines are there, like somebody is born on 9 September or 1999, or yeah, 19 September, then also, yeah, too many nines, that can be problematic for the health. Okay, for accidents especially. All right, thank you so much. So many people here, great to see you, and we will see each other again soon. All right, and till 24th June, avoid traveling to border states. Warning again. Thank you. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Narsimha Dev.